First off, welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto every day. And I always hate saying this, but make sure you smash the like, subscribe, and set alerts. Anyways, Bitcoin is correcting. We hit rejection at approximately $46,000. Yes, I'm going to go over the charts with you. And a lot of people might not understand why Bitcoin is correcting because we had a lot of very, very exciting news, including this story here. According to this article from CryptoPotato, which they actually have pretty decent news, banning Bitcoin is like banning the internet, says Russia's finance minister. This is actually very interesting coming from Russia and their finance minister, because Russia has been pretty aggressive when it comes to cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. And with all of this crazy stuff happening in the news regarding Russia, the United States, everywhere, this kind of comes to me as a little bit of a shock, but at the same time, I think that it is a very interesting statement to make. And I also think that he's 100% correct. Let's go ahead and read through some of these bullets here and then discuss. He argued that the risks of the central bank is talking about are understandable, but he once again reiterated that banning the sector is considerably worse than regulating it. This falls in line with the authorities' recent statements. As CryptoPotato reported early in February, the ministry will be preparing a draft law and even define crypto as an analog of currencies. Nevertheless, there's still no resolution after a meeting between Elvira, the chief of Bank of Russia, Anton, and Dmitry, deputy prime minister, discussing the situation at a joint meeting but failed to come to an agreement. So we have one side that wants to ban crypto and Bitcoin, but we have one side that doesn't. And I actually agree with his statement here that banning this sector is considerably worse than regulating it. So basically, if they ban Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in whole, they will not be able to tax it. They will not be able to profit off of it. And if they do ban it, that it could potentially put Russia behind other countries. So I understand why they're doing this, and I'm actually very impressed the way that they're coming to an agreement. Yes, they haven't come to an agreement yet, but I do think that they will in the future, because I don't think the people that are running Russia are stupid. I think that they see an opportunity to make money and capitalize on the technology. And at the end of the day, if you follow the money and you look at what's happening with all these different countries, technology is going to put a country on top, regardless of its economy. Because if you have great technology, if your people are working, if they're fueling the economy, if people feel empowered, you can tax them. So we'll have to see what happens in Russia, especially despite all of this craziness. But either way, this is a good conversation to have, and I'm happy to see it coming out of Russia, even though I don't necessarily agree with their politics on a different level. Dun, 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 Bitcoin. All right. So we went up and we kissed approximately 44.7 yesterday. So in my intro, I was wrong. I said we kissed 46.5. I was not looking at a chart though. So one of the things that happened, we're going to go ahead and toss on our beautiful EMAs here so that we can get a little bit of a better picture as to what is happening with Miss B, because it's important to know. So we do have the EMA 100 that's close to about 45.7 here, and we're heading downward, and it looks like we're going to kiss this area probably on the EMA, I think that is EMA 50 at 42.9 here. Market cipher still is looking bullish, but again, we are in overbought. Let's take a look at the 12 hour, see what we can see. 12 hours also showing a deep correction. We're probably going to lose the EMA 9 and kiss $42,000 support. Taking a look at the 6 hour chart, because we want to go ahead and go through all of the time frames. It is also showing further correction happening. We could even touch this low level here at about 41.5. And by the time this video gets out, the 45-minute chart will be invalid, but we are fighting and battling to stay above 43.1. So overall, my plan for Bitcoin, I'm treating this as a brand new consolidation range between approximately 46.5 and $42,000. I'm going to look for a break above 46 or a break below. And I'm going to utilize this as a breakout trading opportunity because the market is super undecided. As you can see on our 6 hour chart, well, let's go ahead and head over to the daily so we can see a little bit better. We can simply draw a trend line and we can see that we are in an uptrend. Again, it is not a really great drawn trend line, but I just want you to see that we are in an uptrend since the swing wick low, January 24th. However, we can still have corrections. If we were to draw this to scale, we'll probably see this area here, 42.1, as an important area of support. So me personally, I want to see us sustain, but at the same time, we are going to have some highs and lows. Even though that we peaked and we kissed the EMA 100 here about 45.6, we dropped all the way down to the EMA 21 and the EMA 30 for a correction, and then we popped back up. So again, you can expect some more consolidation, and I think it's okay to wait for a breakout or a breakdown and base your trading and investing decisions that way. Next, we're going to go ahead and talk about our partners over at Supremacy because they have a lot of really cool stuff going on. So they are having an NFT merch Genesis drop. 10,000 Genesis merch NFTs are ready for battle. Drop in game is going to be launched 2/22/22, which is a lucky number. Some people might even think of it as a manifestation number. But merch NFTs for 8.33 SUPs, which is going to be their native token, and mystery crates for rare merch NFTs for 2,500 SUPS. That's important to note over here. And if you need more info, you can simply click this link. I'll have everything down below, supremacy.game/NFT. Next, let's go ahead and talk about the whitelisting process because I think this is really important. And if you guys watched the review I did on the project, they're doing things a little bit differently. You actually have to be an active community member. You have to participate. You have to play the game. So the whitelist game is now open. And if you want to participate in the whitelist, you have to actually play the game, which I think is super, super cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at the game. All right, so Supremacy, watch, play, earn, and destroy. And the battle is going to begin 2/22/2022. And if you want to participate, you simply head over to this page here, which I will have the link down below. You connect your wallet and you can go ahead and play, and that would guarantee you a spot on the whitelist. Again, the more you participate, the better chance you're going to have to get in on the whitelist. And I actually like the way that they're doing their whitelisting because some other projects make you hold a certain amount of coins, etc. But the way they're doing this is actually going to be rewarding community members, which I support. This next story is immensely important to note because it is going to change the way we are able to invest in cryptocurrency. Coinbase, BlockFi, Kraken team up an anti-money laundering initiative. So basically it is a group of 18 crypto companies that they have launched Trust, the travel rule universal solutions technology. And the new solution will help companies comply with the Financial Action Task Force anti-money laundering travel rule. Trust plans to add new members so that it can provide comprehensive compliance across the crypto industry. So I went ahead and took out some key points I want to read to you guys. So we talked about 18 crypto companies and exchanges announced the launch of Trust. And basically it's going to be for these companies to be able to comply correctly with the Financial Action Task Force anti-money laundering travel rule. And basically they want to address terrorist financing concerns and money laundering. Also too, the key thing here is they want to be able to secure and the privacy of users' personal information. So because of this, there is a rule with centralized exchanges that they do have to report your data to the government. So even though this is a negative thing for crypto, it is a necessary evil, which I'm not happy I have to say it, but I do have to kind of speak about the facts here. So let's read a little bit more. Under the FATF travel rule, all virtual asset service providers are required to transmit specific customer data between counterparties for transactions over a certain threshold. I believe it's over $10,000. I could be wrong. By forming Trust, the 18 companies will better be able to comply with the travel rule while honoring customers' expectations over how their information is handled. The Trust solution will not use a central store of personal data and instead sends information directly from one Trust member to another through end-to-end encryption channels. Additionally, Trust includes a mechanism for receiving exchange to prove that the owner of a certain crypto address before customer information is sent. This ensures the right information is sent to the right exchange. All right. I got a lot of problems here. So basically, these people are going to work together in a group, which is not decentralized in any way, shape, or form to confirm your data, to confirm what's happening. So in response to this, I understand that it is a necessary evil, but at the same time, I don't think it's okay. And I think it directly goes against the ethos of Bitcoins. And one interesting thing here is Kraken is run by a lot of Bitcoin maximalists that are very vocal about it, and they're very toxic on Twitter. And I think it's very interesting that these Bitcoin maximalists are so toxic and so terrible to people who believe in altcoins, but at the same time, they profit off people that trade altcoins, and they're going to be teaming up to do this. So they want to thrive as a business, which is why they're doing this, but at the same time, they want to kind of trash other people for kind of doing similar to what they're doing. Either way, this is important to note, and this story is a necessary evil that is coming, and it just further pushes the idea, not your keys, not your coins, and to pay attention to decentralized entities. This next story is a win, and I'm super excited, and I will tell you why. So, Colorado governor says he expects state to accept tax payments in crypto by summer. So if you want to go ahead and pay your taxes in Colorado by summer, hopefully you can do so in crypto. This is freaking amazing. I want to say they had this in Wyoming, but they ended up taking it away. But this is really important because I believe, and again, fact check me with your CPA, that if you want to pay your taxes and you cash out crypto to do so, you have to pay an additional tax by cashing that crypto out and paying your taxes. But if you're simply able to send your crypto, you may be exempt from this. So fingers crossed that's what it is. Again, don't quote me on it. Make sure to speak to your tax professionals on it. But I hope this is what it is, and I hope other states follow suit. I want to end this news show on a very happy note. So Google is not our best friends, but at the same time, they're doing a really cool initiative. I know most of you probably have old laptops. I know I have one probably from like 2004 laying around somewhere. But anyways, Google wants you to turn in that old laptop into a Chromebook. So basically, instead of throwing out or selling your old laptop, you can simply download this software, a new software that they have, and you can turn your own laptop into a Chromebook, which I think is super cool. And I love that they're allowing people to keep their old items. So I'm not super tech savvy, but this actually sounds like a good idea. Yes, they probably can track you, do all that crazy stuff, whatever. But at the same time, inflation is absolutely out of control. People's purchasing power is going down. So I like the fact that Google is kind of giving back to their users by offering this type of program. I'm 100% here for it, and I will link this down below for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I will catch you guys later this evening. Bye-bye.